What if there is a watch that fixes itself while you sleep, never needs a battery, and looks like it costs twice the price what it actually does? Wait, I guess I have said this before, but look, it's not my fault. Citizen makes more radio-controlled watches alone than all the other brands combined. It's really hard not to repeat myself when they keep dropping watches like this, presenting Citizen radio-controlled. Hello and welcome back to our channel Wristworthy. I'm your host Mohit, and today we are reviewing the Citizen radio-controlled CB5914. It is a radio-controlled watch, which means it automatically syncs time with atomic clocks worldwide to keep the time super accurate. On top of that, it has a tachymeter bezel. It's kind of cool for those who like a bit of a vintage, sporty vibe. We'll share more on that in a bit. Citizen has been around since 1918. So yeah, they have had some time to figure out watchmaking. They started with pocket watches early in the 20th century and grew into one of the biggest brands that offers reliable watches with solid tech. Now let's talk about dimensions, because this is a bit beefy. We are looking at 44mm case diameter. It's about 13mm thick. Lug to lug is 50.5mm. And lug width is 22mm. I'll be honest with you, this is big, heavy watch. It looks great. But if your wrist is smaller than 7 inches, this probably isn't the watch for you. It's just going to be too much watch for a smaller wrist. The lugs curve down nicely, and it actually hugs the wrist better than you'd expect. But by no means is it suitable for a wrist less than 7 inches. It's not only about the size, it's about the weight as well. You'll definitely feel it. It's about 174 grams, so it feels substantial on the wrist. Color-wise, the watch comes in 3 different color options. The green one, the one that we are reviewing today, blue dial, and a black dial. Personally, I think this green is a very subtle olive green. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. If you talk about the price, you are looking at around $450 to $550 US depending on where you shop. You can often snag these watches for closer to $380 to $400 US. And at that price, the value is just stupid good. The watch is made of stainless steel and has a mix of brushed and polished surfaces. The edges are clean and smooth, with no sharp bits to irritate your skin. The sides are curved nicely, so it doesn't look too thick on your wrist. The bezel is fixed and has a tachymeter scale etched around it. It has numbers for measuring speed, and those marks are sharp and easy to read. Don't expect the bezel to rotate, because it won't. But for timing and style, it works perfectly. The crown is at the traditional 3 o'clock position. It's a push and pull style crown, protected by these grooves and the chronograph pushers. Both the crown and the pushers are unsigned. Even though the crown is a push and pull style, the watch still manages to get 200 meters of water resistance. You can absolutely go swimming or snorkeling with it, no problem there. Just a heads up, do not push the buttons while you are underwater. Don't be that guy. When you flip it over, you'll find a solid snap-on case back. It has Citizen branding along with all the information about the sapphire glass, the movement, the serial number, and the Eco Drive tech. The watch comes with a matching metal bracelet and has brushed finish in the middle and polished on sides. It doesn't feel cheap or hollow. It has a good heavy feel that tells you it's built to last. The clasp is a fold-over with push-button style. You just fold it over and it clicks shut. I do wish it had few more micro adjustment holes to adjust the size for hot days, but it's still very comfortable. The watch is powered by Eco Drive tech, which means it has a solar panel under the dial. The watch charges from any light source, even indoors, so you will never have to change the battery. Inside is the radio-controlled E660 quartz movement. This is the coolest part, and that feature alone might be enough to make you want to buy this watch. It's basically the most accurate watch you can own. You set it up once and then you can forget about it. It also has a perpetual calendar. That means you never have to worry about the date. You don't have to fix it after 28th of February. The watch just knows and moves itself to March 1st. And guess what? The watch knows which year is a leap year. Now the radio controlled setup can be a little tricky if you are doing it for the first time. I have already made a full video showing you exactly how to set it up. The link is in the description. The glass on top is sapphire crystal, but there is no mention of AR coating on Citizen's website. Under that glass is the star of the show. This green dial has a tiny pattern that looks incredible in the sun. The markers and the sword hands are big and easy to read without squinting. They also glow in the dark. Here are the lume shots for you. It's not the brightest out there, but definitely enough to catch your glance in the dim setting. You see that radio-controlled text on the dial? This is the heart of the watch. Radio-controlled watches tries to sync with atomic clocks every night at 2 a.m. If it fails, it tries again at 3 a.m. These are the most accurate clocks on Earth. If syncs correctly, it resets itself to the exact second. Leap years, daylight saving, it handles all of it. You literally never have to set the date or time again. The date window sits at 4 o'clock spot. Even though there is a lot going on here, it's actually very easy to understand. The left sub-dial tells you 24-hour time, which is great for knowing if it's day or night at a glance. The right sub-dial handles the day of the week, but it also acts as a power reserve indicator. It basically shows you how much battery is left. It also has a little marker to show if summertime is turned on or off. Down at the 6 o'clock spot is the mode selector. It lets you switch between the alarm, chronograph, time mode, and manual setup mode. Lastly, look at the ring around the edges with all the plus-minus numbers. Since this is a world timer, you can just point the second hand to a GMT time for your city or country, and the watch automatically moves the hands to the right time for that country. On top, you have the tachymeter bezel. It gives the watch a cool, sporty look. A tachymeter measures how fast you are moving over a set distance, like in a mile or in a kilometer. You just start the timer at the first mile marker, stop it after 1 mile, and the second hand will point to your average speed per hour on the outer ring. Now that we have gone through every aspect of the watch, it's time to try this on and find out if it is wrist-worthy or not. Look, I've been wearing this watch for a few days now, and I can say it's an easy daily driver. It looks good with both casual and slightly formal outfits, and the bracelet feels comfortable on the wrist. It's got a lot of info on the dial, so if you like simple minimal watches, this isn't for you. It looks expensive because there is so much detail, but it doesn't feel like it's trying too hard. After wearing this for a few days, I can say it's the ultimate grab-and-go watch. It takes less babysitting than other watches. It just does what it is supposed to do, always ready for action. So, here's my honest take. If you want one watch that does everything, it looks great at the office, it survives a weekend at the lake, and it is always on time. Unlike my wife, this is it. With this watch, you aren't paying for a fancy logo. You're paying for engineering that will outlast a car, at least in Delhi NCR, if you know what I mean. Now, it's not perfect. The lume glow isn't the brightest. You also have to remember that this watch has real weight and bulkiness that you just can't ignore. So if you prefer something light and slim, this isn't the one for you. It lets you know it's on your wrist. Would I recommend it? Absolutely yes. If you want a reliable watch that handles its business without you ever touching it, this one is hard to beat. So that's been my full experience with the Citizen CB5914. Tell me in the comments, do you prefer a clean watch or do you like this busy dial? I'd love to know. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and hype the video so YouTube knows it's worth showing to more watch lovers. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, keep it classy and stay wrist-worthy.